studying happily is very important. People don't focus it until and unless you don't enjoy your preparation. It's a waste of time. Even if you have given your 3 to 4 years of preparation and you have been enjoying it, you are not regretting it, it's good. Even if you have not been able to clear it, it's very good because you have learned so much out of those 3-4 years. So take a subject that interests you and you think you can do justice to. And all through your mains, answer writing becomes very important. I did not realize the importance of answer writing before I cleared my second prelims and I had to give mains. I had not written one single answer till then, but don't do it. You have to practice answer writing. And I generally see the way in which people practice answer writing is, acha, abhi to we'll finish it in 5 hours, but in the exam we'll do it in 3 hours. Now my focus is to finish the paper, to upload it or to get it checked, get good marks, and then I'll try to do it in 3 hours in exam. No. You attempt 16 questions, attempt 15 questions in the beginning, but do it in 3 hours. I used to give the tests at my home itself. I used to put a timer of 3 hours and I did not even take the 5-minute reading time. I did it, initially I could do only 14 questions. Then I started increasing one question at a time, and only the last paper, one paper which I gave before my mains, I could complete. So at least I had that confidence that I'll be able to complete the mains paper. I think completing the papers is a prerequisite. You have to do it, it's unavoidable. And it's not important that you fill all the pages. That filling pages thing works in your graduation, it does not work here. You have to write good quality content, and if you are confident on your content, trust me, filling pages does not work. If you have to fill pages, try and remember some diagrams, some maps that you can use to fill those pages, but not otherwise. Okay, this is for optional. I'll just briefly go through interview stage because I think it's not very relevant right now for you people. For your interview stage, I think your DAF works. Whatever DAF is a form that you have to fill for your interview preparation, in which you will write all your basic details. That has to be done very thoroughly and very comprehensively. The second stage would be current affairs. Reading 2 or 3 newspaper, let's say if you belong to economics or commerce. I read also 1 business newspaper. So 3 newspapers per day is to read, and apart from this, YouTube videos like some discussions, the Sunset TV videos, they are very interesting, very informative. I used to watch them. Or the Shekhar Gupta sir's IR discussion. You can watch those videos, and peer discussions with seniors who have already cleared the exam. They would provide you a perspective on how the same answer that you also know has to be communicated more effectively, so that you project yourself displaying the values of a civil servant. That is very important, and that you can fine tune with the help of mock interviews. That helps to fine line everything. See, current affairs, initially you will have to read newspapers. I read newspapers in the very beginning, but for people who find it difficult reading newspaper in the beginning, it will take you 2 to 3 hours, and it's justified because it will give you a 360-degree understanding of what you are going into. It will have, maybe you have started with only polity, but the newspaper also has news from IR, from economics. So you'll also have to Google a lot. Back then, when I started in 2020, I had to keep Googling. I used to read a newspaper in 5 hours. But your 1 month, you will see it's a complete waste. What did I do? I only did a newspaper. But I think that initial base and that interest becomes very important. But don't fall into the trap of making notes from newspapers. I'm sure whoever has made notes of newspaper has never revised it. You have made bundles of notes and kept it somewhere, but never touched them again, because I did not. I made notes for 2 months, and those copies I've never opened. So don't do note making. If you are so interested in note making from notes, note making only for mains, which is if you get a very interesting case study from, let's say, Brazil or somewhere, in which, let's say, the drainage system has been working in a very nice manner, it has got praise from everywhere, write it down somewhere in the relevant section, so that you can make use of it. Note making has to be very intelligent, and not just writing it on a page that you are not able to find at the time of your requirement. Divide it in some online or offline format, divide it into GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and write it only at the relevant place.